Hello guys, welcome back. Let's see one of the C language question which was given in GATE 2014. Suppose N and P are unsigned int variables in a C program. Means they have given two variables N and P, both are unsigned int variables. Means they will accept only the positive values. We wish to set P to NC3. Means the value of NC3 need to set to the variable P. If n is large, this is important. If n is large, which one of the following statement is most likely to set P correctly? Most likely to set P correctly. Okay, let me analyze the options. They have given here some expressions, right? Whenever you observe expressions, you need to check for precedence of operator. Here, if you observe any expression, we will observe only the star comma division operator, right? Both are having same precedence. When same precedence, we need to follow left associativity, Okay, fine. Let me analyze some n values. I have taken some n as large value. Then what will happen here? If I substitute in option A, n into n minus 1 into n minus 2, because it is starting executing from left side. N into n minus 1 into n minus 2. What will happen? Here, it might exceed our int range. This whole expression might exceed our int range. So that is the reason you can eliminate this option. What I am saying is, for example, you have taken some value as 5. 5 into 4 into 3. 5 4 is 20, 23 is 60. There is no problem. If my n value is around 200, then 200 into 199 into 197. Sorry, 198. What will happen? This will surely exceeds the integer range. Surely exceeds the integer, right? So that is the reason we can eliminate it directly. Similarly, take out the option D. In option D also they are consecutively multiplying. So 200 into 199 into 198, obviously it will exceed integer range. So instead of this, these two are better. These two are better. Why these two are better? Let me check. Here 200 into, let me take option B, 200 into 199 by 2 first, then 198 by 3. Means they are going to decrease some value. They are going to decrease some value. So that is the reason these two options are better than option A and D. So option A and D are directly eliminated. Next, let's take the option B and option C. Let's take option B, n into n minus 1 by 2. N into n minus 1 by 2. If I perform n into n minus 1 by 2, how it is going to execute first? It is going to execute based upon priority, right? Let me take this one. So first it is going to execute n into n minus 1. N into n minus 1 is 200 into 199. That is some value you will get. By 2 means 200. It is divisible. Let's take the option C. Option C. That means 200 into 199 by 3. 199 by 3. Is there any possibility to divide this one? This one with 200 or this one with 199? No. Means here you will get some decimal values. Means some truncation values you will get. Means here you will get less accuracy, what I can say easily. Here, as you are getting some point values, those point values if you multiply with the remaining expression, you may lose your data, some point values. But whereas if you take option B, this is going to, like n into n minus 1 by 2 is always divisible with 2. Why? Because let's take the expression n into, guys, it will be somewhat clumsy to understand. N into n minus 1 by 2. If n is an even number, this is an odd number. n minus 1 is an odd number. Right, understood. This is an odd number. If it is an even number. If suppose for example n is an odd number, this should be compulsory even number. So every even number should be compulsory divisible by even number. But whereas taking to the concept of option C, there is a there is a it is not possible to divide every number with 3. Every number with 3. So option C will lose data if you use. So option C is also eliminated. Coming to the option B, it is definitely correct. Why definitely correct? First n into n minus 1 will be calculated. N minus 1 will be calculated. Then it will be divided with 2. So it will reduce our half of the data. Then this entire thing is going to multiply with n minus 2. Then this entire thing is going to divide with 3. Whereas coming to option A, what we are doing is immediately multiplying. N into n minus 1 we are multiplying. Then that result we are going to multiply with n minus 2. Then that result we are going to divide with 6. If you make this process here, as you are taking the large value of n, trying to multiply consecutively means it may exceed the integer range. At that time you will get an error. Then finally you are going to divide with 6. Whereas coming to option, what you are going to do? You are going to multiply with first 2 digits. First 2, n into n minus 1. Later you are going to make it as half. So the chances of occurring the overflow of integer range is very less. So option B is correct answer. Option B is correct answer. I hope you understood clearly. Thank you.